Yeah, welcome back to the firehouse for some more firehouse reasoning. Tonight in the firehouse, I'm going to be reasoning about the one and the many. In the beginning was the one, and it was the one that created the many. The many eventually went away from the one, thinking to themselves that they was greater than the one. You understand what I mean? Because now the many started to use what I call might to overcome right. So amongst the many, even when one arise who know what was right and correct, the many would simply overpower. You see what I mean? Because they no longer take guidance from the one. They live like how we are living now, where they claim that majority rule. So even when one is right, you will find out that the majority will overrule. You see what I mean? Because like might now becomes right, as I would see it. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, the one is returning. You know what I mean? Because although the many don't understand this, of course on a physical level, the many do have power over the one physically. But we are not just physical, we are spiritual. You see what I mean? So while a lot of you you can, group, because humans like to, the many, I won't be using the term human. They say the many like to herd themselves in particular groups. Be that a racial group, family group, political group, religious group. You have all kind of groups that the many who went away from the one form themselves in. You know what I mean? And whatever group you find them in, they are always against the one. You see what I mean? Because obviously they've gone away from the one. And if anyone amongst them, like I say now, adopt the principle of the one, they all come against this one because they are against the principles of the one. You see what I mean? But if you're ever going to know the truth, you cannot be with the many, you must be with the one. You understand? Because the one did not come from the many, the many come from the one. You see what I mean? And once, I tell you before, the many was living under the guidance of the one. Until such time when they thought to themselves, well, we are more than the one. So why should we take guidance from the one? If because the many had a choice given to them by the one. You see what I mean? So they use this choice to form themselves up into gangs. You know what I mean? Nowadays you have the many, some of them, like I say that they are blacks. There's another group saying that they are whites. Some are saying that the Asian, Arab, I don't know, there's a lot of them. Many of them out there. Lots of the many. Always in groups. Using might to overcome right. You know what I mean? I say you find them in religion. And the thing they say you find it in religion now, there's lots of them. Very crazy. Yeah, not as completely now. Because here they are now, there's lots of them, and they always gather themselves around some particular hero. Be that Jesus, Syphilis, Mohammed, the Buddha, you know, Abraham, Joseph, Moses, whatever. Some character anyway. But when the one go there now and tell them that, listen, you see this idol that you have here now, that you are claiming that God sent. It's not, you know, nothing goes like it's just an idol that you've created because you're cowardly, because there's many of you. So you like to follow each other like dumb sheeps who cannot think for yourself, you know what I mean? When if you was under the guidance of the one, there's no way you would be worshipping any false idol, you know what I mean? But because you went away from the one, which is the light, you end up down there in darkness where you have to believe. But believe, like I tell you, is a doubt. Yeah, sure you have faith in these idols that you claim that God sent. You know what I mean? But your faith is blind faith. You understand what I mean? And when you meet one who is a lone warrior like the one, a single one then, can show you how cowardly they are, you know. Because you don't know anything, you know, what your religion teach you. You cannot reason it back in common sense and reason. So you either have to get violent or insulting. And you cannot speak from your own mind and soul either. You have to read from a book. You see what I mean? So what you're literally doing when you're reading from the book then, well, it's like we are farmers, yeah? So we are supposed to sow crops in it, plant crops. The reason why I can speak like this is because I sow good deeds. Those are my seeds. When I sow good deeds, God made them grow. You understand? Grow lyrics. The preacher man that is preaching religion, he's not paid by God. He's paid by man. Get a wage. So when he speaks, he's got to speak the word of man by reading out of a book. Because he's empty. He hasn't sown any seeds. So how could he speak the word of the one? He can't. You understand? He must speak the word of the many. Because now the many think that they know it all. Not knowing that it is the one who knows it all. You understand? And whenever they meet a soldier of the one, like I tell you, they can call themselves Rastas, Christian, no matter what they call themselves. I and I alone defeat them all. Because I have my own words. Like in God Garden, I can go in God Garden and pick lyrics and fire lyrics all the time. I can never run out of words. Where God is concerned, where common sense is concerned, I cannot run out of lyrics. I grow them fresh. You understand? I don't have to open a book and read. Those who have to read from a book don't know. And they can't know. They are completely, like they would say in England, balmy. You understand? You're there in your book talking about God sent X, Y, Z. God is right here within man. And has always been within man. This one that I'm telling you about. Why would this one need to be sending any prophet here? Are you stupid? But the many though, gobble that up. And if you go and tell them that what they believe in these idols, like Harry Potter, like I tell you, is not real, they will kill you. You know how many good people these idiots, right? They're my brothers still, even though I call them idiots. God never created any idiot, but some of us can choose to act idiotic. So when they choose to act idiotic, I call them idiots. So I'm saying, you know how many idiots these in the dark kill? Who is trying to save them? Or you know how many of them, when they hear my words, I speak the word of fire in it. You know, here, welcome back to the firehouse. So when they hear the word of fire, of course it's going to hurt them down to the bones, down to the root of the soul. You see me? Yeah, of course. Because I'm telling you, these are hypocrites, innit? Cowards, you know? Not that like I tell you, you know, God never create any cowards. But if you are in a group, I don't care what group it is, you know. Racial group, political group, religious group, any fucking group at all. You're a fucking coward, you know. Yes, plain and simple, you're a fucking coward. You're afraid to think for yourself. And you're afraid to break away from the group in case they cast you out in it. But I don't give a fuck if what group want to cast me out. You know what I mean? If black people want to see our white people, or whatever people that they want to claim. Because if you was with the one now, of course the one was going to teach you that we're all one. But because you run away down there with the many, you get lost because the many are confused, innit? So down there the many have different races and different religion and wars and confusion because the many are lost in darkness. You don't understand the play. Because the many got proud, innit? The many believe that they run things. They believe that unity was strength, you know. Physical unity that was, a lot of them together, you know. Because when there's a lot of them together, they feel very strong. Like an army, a police force. That's what they call it, a force. So they now reckon that they was forceful. You see what I mean? When they went away from this one. And they are so, I don't know how the many are so crazy. Because even though they don't know the one now, they end up believing in the one. The very one that they went away from. So they create a false one. And they also create what they call Satan, which is the negative energy that is riding within all. The supreme master, the tester of all souls who come out of pussy. That sounds crude, isn't it? But it's true. Well, maybe some of them was cut out of the belly, cesarean, you know what I mean? But anybody who come out of the womb, the great general, my friend, of course, is the tester. When I say is the tester, he's the generator of negative thoughts into the mind of all souls who has ever come out of woman, out of the womb. Yeah? Test them all then, you know. Present it to them. But the great master cannot enforce its will on anyone still. So it cannot make you do the negative things that it is suggesting to you. And over here is the general, the terrible and dreadful one that you all went away from. Yeah? Counterreacting whatever this one is saying then. You know? Now that is a different energy, you know, but too complex to explain to you anyway. But that's how it's working within yourself. Positive, the positive, and the negative. You see what I mean? And then you are left with a choice. Make up your mind. It's easy, isn't it? If you choose either one, the teacher, negativity, the great master, or positivity, the light beyond the regions of all minds that has ever lived. Imagine that if those beings that you talk about was real, those like Jesus and Mohammed or the Buddha or whatever, if they was real, this would have been their teacher, the light that is beyond all minds. My master. You know, if they was real. Well, there was fiction. Because if they was real, you know what they would have taught about? They would have been teaching about the internal general, the terrible and dreadful overlord himself, that dwell within all souls. Nothing more. They could not teach nothing more. Apart from that. But because they are the creation of religion, fiction, they never teach that. They never teach about the one who dwell in all. You see what I mean? But this is the one. The one that these people are calling God then. You know, God is not a man or a woman or let's say God is an energy, but this energy now is dwelling within all. But this is also an intelligent energy. Energy that you could talk to as an individual. Because the one is personal as well as impersonal. The one is the known as well as the unknown. That's it, mysterious and terrible. So we can know the one, but we can't know the one. You see what I mean? It's a paradox still. But suffice to say, if you want to know this one, you must clean up your negative behavior. Now, I wouldn't have to tell a soul what their negative behavior is, because all souls know the wrong that they're doing, because we all have the energy of positive and negative within us. So we cannot do a wrong without knowing that we're doing wrong. So let's get fucking real, yeah? When you get real, when you get real, because life is serious, you have to take it serious, innit? And decide that, yes, I am going to stop me lying and me thieving and me cheating and, you know, me lying just for sex and all this. Control yourself, see me? Then you will start to understand. Like I love to tell people, conscience is clean water and our mind is the glass. Clean water will never enter a dirty glass. Well, it will, but it will spoil. But if you clean the glass out, the water will settle. Yeah? Well, our mind is the glass, like I tell you, and our action, negative behavior, lying, cheating, greed, you know them thing there? That is the dirt. So whenever you cease doing that, that is the cleansing, and that is when the light of the terrible and dreadful one will enter your mind and settle. See what I mean? So you don't have to cling in a crowd, you know? So you can speak without fear. Yeah, because when you know this one, you will have the spirit of fearless. See what I mean? Because what is the many going to do? The only thing you can do is kill me, but I can't die in it. The worst thing that you could have ever done is to say, like, well, what I would call attempt to kill. Yeah, you know. In their eyes, I will be dead, you know. But in your eyes, I will be dead, but in mine, you just attempt. Dangerous thing to do. Yeah. To attempt to kill a soul like me, you know. A one-man general. Yeah. But anyway, there are billions of people on earth in it, so they represent the many. And I am the one then. But I am not afraid of the billions of people on earth, because I know that the one is greater than the many. Like I tell you. So I don't worry about people and what they're saying, you know, and what the many might say, because I know that my words alone is sufficient to defeat them all. Not only if there was beings, not only the beings on earth I'm talking now. Beings any fucking where in the universe. Yeah, man. Because we are a bad general in it. They say we are a 9th grade firehouse general. So we know for sure, for certain. I tell you the play before in it. When you leave from 1 and you reach 9, the 1 must return. So as a general, I have seen the 1, you know. Not only hear and feel, but see. So I know what is dwelling within all these many. You understand? Which the many is not even aware of. Many a time I tell the many that I know you better than you know your fucking self. But they would know of as the play, if you understand what I mean. You know? I would call this dangerous science. But believe it or not, yeah? When you know yourself, you know all souls who has ever lived. You see what I mean? So even if I was to open what you call your book or your Bible or your Quran or whatever and look in there, I would already know that your book is a book of positive and negative. You understand? And to enter those books, you need a light. Otherwise, you get lost in here, you know. They're like God garden. To enter, you must seek permission. And you seek permission from the light. And the light is thy conscience. So when you read a book, you read it under the guidance of conscience. And conscience will show you what is wrong and what is right within the book. So that you don't consume everything there like religious, not to say, oh, this is the word of God and believe every single word. That's like eating a fish, eating all the bones. Don't want the bones stuck in your throat. Yes, yeah. So before you go and read, make sure you are clean. And I don't mean like I see some people doing, you know. Maybe before they pray, they go and wash, clean the body, you know. When you don't see how the wicked is, the wicked is man is one of the cleanest on earth. I reckon him probably bathe 5 times a day. And change him clothes 3 times in his nice suit and tie and crisp, wearing the best clothes. But within his heart, he's dirty. You see what I mean? So when I say you must clean before you read, I mean you must stop doing badness. Stop living negative. Because if you live in negative, you know, and you open any book what you call holy and read, you'll get lost, you know, understand? You see what I mean? I don't have to, like I tell you, read those books to know what is right with them. I speak the book. You know? Speak the book, like I tell you, you cannot read the book and speak to a general like me. Because all you will be telling me is that you don't know nothing. You see what I mean? Because what is in the book is coming from the mind. You understand? It comes through the mind of others. Even when it's correct, it still comes through the mind. So what's in the book is a mind teaching. Firehouse teaching is coming from beyond the regions of the mind. From where light comes from to enter the fucking mind. You understand? So as a general, I don't have to read mind stuff. And go direct in the fire. You see like how the sun situates. It is way beyond the regions of the moon, but give it light to the moon. Same within, internally. The light of the terrible and dreadful overlord is way beyond the regions of our mind, but give it light to the mind. To the few who choose it, that is. Because the light cannot enforce its will unto us because we have the freedom of choice. You understand? So when we freely choose this one now and remove negativity, that is when the light of the terrible and dreadful overlord enter. Asaba? And you come to know who God is rather than believing in fucking God. You see what I mean? So that when you speak, you can speak with word, sound, and fucking power and surety and bet your fucking soul on it as well. Yeah. So when I get mad and I say, well, I never get mad, you know. Well, we should and deliver it strongly and say, all right, watch here now. All profit from the first to the last are false idol, and I bet my fucking soul on it. It's not a joke, you know, because I used to be a gambler. I just gamble spiritually. But I move with the spirit of serious and fearless. So when the many hear all them words like that, of course they're going to be hurt. And that's, you see what I mean? But it's the truth, like I tell you, is a double-edged sword. Painful to the majority and pleasurable to the few. You see what I mean? So even though the words might sound painful, like I say, to the majority, it's only because of where you are standing. If you were standing on the negative side, of course you're going to feel the pain. But if you was on the positive, the few who are striving positively, when they hear these words, man, all they will be saying is, go on the fire. Burn fire. Yeah, because it's the truth, and the truth brings pleasure to the soul. You see what I mean? Well, anyway, like I'm saying now, you know, the many went away from the one, and they lost themselves down in darkness. See? And carry on all kind of atrocity away from the will of the terrible and dreadful one. But now, the one is returning. You see what I mean? Because they went off into darkness and, you know, now the positive energy is coming in. And all that they are doing in the dark shall be revealed. And you know, like in the movie I say, vampires cannot live in the light. So when the energy come in, like I'm telling man, all those who are living negative are going to die. You see what I mean? Because even though we are the teachers of one love and unity and all that, we are also a killer, murderer. You know, come to announce the murder and death of not millions but billions of souls who shall be removed. You understand? So it's pointless, like I'm telling the negative soul who are busy in themselves preparing underground shelter to hide from the incoming fire. Because there's a time when, you know, sometimes you can clip weeds when you find them growing in your gardens. But you find that they soon spring again then. Yes, ma'am? So, more time in history, negativity people, you know, it's been clipped from, you know, clip. But now it's not the clipping that is going on, it's the rooting up. You see what I mean? From the east, west, north and south. Or if you want to call it the cleansing. So when the incoming energy, new world order, I call it, new world order coming in, see? So it's like those, I say, like how television used to operate off analog before. Now they switch to digital, different energies. See, ma? So negativity is an energy like analog. And it's been running for a longer time. But right now the positive energy, because dawn is coming, is entering, you know. Coming in slowly now, you know. But dawn is breaking fast. So when it comes in fully, all of you who are still negative are going to die, you know. You cannot exist off that energy. Maybe that's what get rid of the blood clot dinosaur in one movement. And I would say these wicked brothers of mine now has grown to dinosaur proportion, where they are terrorizing, just like those fucking dinosaurs before. I can imagine them terrorizing the rest of small animals. Them fucking dinosaurs. And them kind, you know, vicious. Yeah, like them fucking Americans here now, and the British here, and French, and Germans and all them. You know that these people are the creators of most of the weapons of mass destruction on earth. All of the grenade, poison gas, most of the things that are used to kill your fucking fellow human being are created by these motherfuckers who are telling you about fucking terrorists. And you in your stupid fucking groups cannot see that you are led by fucking devils. In your own fucking country they have big arm factory, I must say make 1 trillion fucking bullets. Fucking grenade, tanks, arrow, everything to murder your fucking fellow human beings. And you sit there in your fucking group as cowards, tolerating it, taking sides with it. You make me fucking sick. Hey, that's just me doing. You've got a right to do what you want to do, because after all, the creative energy give us a choice. I should never get so emotionally involved in it here, you know. But it made me fucking sick anyway. But still, you know, we don't want to get carried away. You know what I mean? But the way that we live in on earth, it just makes me sick, you know what I mean? That the very people who are killing people are dressed up in fucking suit and tie. And then you have those other fucking murderers, they are the worst. Those that pretend to be religious. Like that sick fucking Pope. When was the last time you see a fucking angel, right? Fly out the fucking sky to collect the money that these motherfuckers have been collecting for God from I don't know fucking when. These sick fucking pervert. And yet the people still give these mother sick fuckers support about Holy Father. What fucking Holy Father is a holy fucking devil? In dressing up in women fucking robe, talking about some false idol fucking Jesus while they make fucking money and fuck off all the little boys and girls and fucking nuns and churchgoers. That's what they're doing, sick fucking perverts, and make fucking money. You don't understand? Who the fuck you think paying all these priests to go around the world and talk fuckery? Another man. Not fucking God. They don't work for God. You ever say a God man could be so sick? A God man could be a pervert? How? You could never be wise. But you have these fuckers who know nothing about wisdom preaching in go to college and they fucking train them. Put them in a dress and pay them to go and talk fuckery. The whole... I wonder when humanity as a whole are going to realize that, like I tell you, politics, race, religion are all the creation of the fucking many who went away from the light. Yeah? They use that shit to divide and rule. But they can only divide and rule you because you are in the fucking dark yourself. You refuse to live honest. You've joined them in their ungodly fucking behavior instead of striving to live good and coming into the light and the guidance of thy own conscience. No, you are not under the guidance of your fucking conscience, are you? You are under the guidance of a fucking book. A book that man write. No man never write you. You are the creation of the terrible and dreadful one, the creative energy that we call God. So you are greater than a fucking book. So why the fuck don't you study yourself and leave the fucking book alone? You're a fucking idiot. But because you are in the dark down there, like I tell you, acting like a fucking coward. Well, that won't help you, know, because here what? The intelligent one, the great master, was the first to invent a video camera. It's called memory, and it's down there in the fucking dark with you. You know what it's doing? It's making a video of your fucking life. From the day you was born till the last breath is going to leave your fucking body. The evidence of your deeds here are all recorded. You sick motherfuckers, especially you who are high up, who think that you have power on this fucking planet. You little pussy holes. I know you fake, you know, all of you little motherfuckers. You're going to wish that you could fucking die. Yeah. You're going to wish that you could die. But guess what? Only the fucking body dies. You can't die. The minute the great equalizer, another friend of mine, who is the controller of planet Earth, Mr. Death in blood clot self, the Grim Reaper. In fact, he's coming to reap billions, like I say. But as soon as he fuck you up, which he mustn't, he's the top killer in Earth. You think you are killers, but death killer even the killer. And as soon as he fuck you up, motherfucker, you are going to reap what you sow. And don't think that there's any God who is going to punish you. Your own evil deeds is going to punish you. Because that's what you are going to fucking reap. You can't call a barrister like you could in Earth here, you know, and pay off your barrister to get you off the fucking case. Because all the evidence of your evil fucking deeds are recorded on memory. The super spy. Yeah, well, that's what God... You know how religious man like to write in the book, say, oh, God says this, and that's what God says to me. That memory is my super spy. And there's nowhere that they can hide me out or block me out, you know. I know that they can keep secret from men, but who the fuck is man? Or woman? We are not the power. So yeah, you can hide all your fucking one from me. I'm not even fucking interested. But what I'm telling you who you must hide it from, innit? My master. Who I'm speaking for. And who I claim that because I am a man who is trained by this fucking master, yeah? No fucking soul in the universe at all can test a fire general when it comes to speaking the word of the terrible and dreadful God. I and I alone defeat all motherfuckers. You see what I mean? All they can do when they hear me talk or whatever is gang up in a group of them and make up a lot of fucking noise or attack me physically. But you could never defeat my fucking words. You're fucking mad. Now you see these are coming out of the garden of the terrible and dreadful fucking God. Pussies. Could be a trillion of you in the universe to fuck you all up with the truth, you know. And I don't mean I'm going to, you know. Don't get it wrong, because sometimes, you know, I did a video in Manchester, so because I'm a man who speaks passionate, people think I'm shouting. No, I'm never shouting, man. I just get a bit passionate sometimes when I'm burning, because you know fire is blood clot hot in it. So when I'm driving the fire, I have to speak with a bit of passion. But there's no angriness in me. Or I say I'm angry. Fuck all to be angry about when you're delivering the will of the terrible and dreadful God. You see what I mean? More time I find it funny. You know? I never get too serious. But I am always fucking 1,000,000,000% serious though, you know? Yeah. So when I tell you that no soul at all could defeat I and I words, and all of the souls that go past before, even the ones that know the truth then, when they hear the fire speak, they say, yes, smell iron, burn, blood clot, fire. You know? Ain't nothing they can come and add to it. You see what I mean? Why? Because it's the one speaking, you know. It is just a reflection. Like if you get a mirror, like I tell you, you can reflect the sunlight. But the mirror wouldn't be the source of the light, it would still be the fucking sun. So it's the same way when I use my mind and reflect the will of the terrible and dreadful blood clot one. The source of, if you want to call it wisdom or whatever you want to call it, is not coming from my mind. It's coming from the one beyond the regions of the fucking mind. My master. This is not something that I believe, you know, don't forget, you know, because I'm not a bishop, is what I know. I only talk about what I fucking know, not what I believe, what I know for sure. You know? What me see for sure. So as a ninth grade general, once I see the one, I know me box off any fucker face with lyrics. You know what I mean? There's no way at all. And I'm not fighting anyone. I'm not trying to convince anyone to join me. I am not trying to convince anyone that I'm better than them. Because I always tell people, you know, we're all full of shit. And I know that I'm full of shit. Want me? You know? I know that I'm full of shit. So I never put myself up on a pedestal. In fact, I'm not interested in fucking me. Personally. You see what I mean? Fuck me. I'm talking about this one that is within all. The one that we call conscience. How long, Marius?